Today on my channel, Planner Friends, we're working in my creative journal. This is a memory keeping journal. And what we're going to do today is create diagonal waterfall tabs and decorate it and set it up so I can memory keep for January. This is a $5 booklet. Yes, it cost me $5 and I'm using it quite efficiently. So let's have some creative fun. Do me a favor. Pull up a cup of tea or coffee. I have a candle here. Let's just enjoy ourselves today, friends. Please join me. Stay tuned. Hello, planner friends, and welcome to my channel. I'm One Crafty Dolo. I'm so happy you're here with me today. Thank you. Thank you for the gift of your time, your presence. I appreciate you. Today, as I said, is all about this little creative journal and journaling. So let's dive in and get busy, shall we? If you're new, you're welcome to join my growing community. I'm trying my darndest to create a positive, uplifting space here on YouTube. If you're returning, thank you so much. Boy, do I appreciate you. So I have my Happy Planner mug here, even though this is not a Happy Planner journal, but I had to do it. I don't know. I'll go on mug jags. I got a spring mug. I used that several days. I kept washing it. So this little beauty is a $5 purchase off of Mercari, and I turned it into memory keeping. It's an Erin Condren journal. So as you can see, I've created waterfall tabs in here, which I love to do. These are diagonal waterfall tabs. You know what I think of this as? Honestly, I think of that as kind of a quilt. That's what it reminds me of. And that's something, whoops, here's another one there. I don't know if other people have done that, but that's something I've created at least. I've done Dutch doors with waterfall tabs, as you can see here. And I use this journal as a way to capture the ordinary, not just the extraordinary, for happiness in here. I capture moments of our lives, things that I've made in terms of meals, places we've gone, things we've done, little things, small places, holidays, but it's not really a gratitude journal. And this is the last one I did was December, and I did create this Dutch door here with these waterfall. Well, no, it's not. It's okay. So yeah, here's what I did. I did it the Dutch door in, and then I made 3 there, and then I did the same thing here. And I like the way they came out. It looks like waterfall tabs, but it's not. So this was December, and I just wrote down some memories and things that, and it could be anything ordinary. Ordinary moments aren't so ordinary. Let's take a quick peek here. So here's where we are now. Or what's done, and here's where we are now. So I have January, February, March, and April. I started it in May, and I think that'll be about right. For $5, right? So here's what I did. I gathered some things together here. First off, I have leftovers from this Whispering Pines kit, and I used this in one of my journals, and I have a few bits and bobs left over from it, so I'd like to use as much as I can from this kit, including this journaling card, which I'm tempted to use as like a tip-in at some point. I don't know how. I'll figure it out. And then I grabbed some sticker books here. So let me show you what I've got with that. So I grabbed a Color Story Florals, Memory Keeping, a classic sticker sheets, and this new book I picked up from Mojo, Jojo Plans. I may use this in my planner, but truthfully, I wanted this for this space too. In part, the color scheme was great. It's all different size boxes, and they're lined. Okay, they are lined, which is good for me because I'm one of those people whose writing goes, "Rrr." Okay. So how am I going to work in here, and what am I going to create? I like the way I did this, that it looks like it's waterfall, but it's not. And I like the Dutch doors, but I don't feel like a Dutch door mood today. I'm kind of tempted to do diagonal again. Let's see. I've got washi tape here that is part of that Whispering Pines collection from Simply Gilded. I really love it. The only one thing, and for $5, why am I going to complain? These kind of annoy me, but I try to just ignore them, work with them. You'll see sometimes I keep them in, sometimes I cover them up. It just depends. So let's count off some pages here. 2, 4, 6, 8. I think that's about enough for a whole month. So I think we're going to start, let's see here. So my goal is always to make planning, journaling, crafting easier for you than you might think. And to do it on a budget. This kit, incidentally, I picked it up inexpensively, actually. Wait, how do I want to do this? I have to think a minute. I have to think here. I think I'm actually going to do this. I think I'm tempted to make the diagonal waterfall tabs again because I haven't done that. Now that's work. I'm going to tell you right now. There's going to be some stopping and starting in here because, yeah, it's a bit of work to say the least. Okay, so we start with that because I feel like we have to cover some of this up here, although that's going to show through X. You know what I can do? Why not just try to cover some of it at least so it's not quite, because that's really quite transparent, that particular washi. It's a little funky there. We'll live with it. I should have done that. Thought of it before, but you know, what do I always say to my son? Hindsight is always 20/20. So you can see how I'm, nope, that's not going to be good. Doesn't cover enough, so pull it back up. You can see how I'm doing this here. I'm just trying to set it up, cover that spot a bit if I can. I think some of the correction tape came up, so let's try again. I don't mind showing you when I make mistakes. I don't have a problem with that, or if something doesn't work quite as well. No, this is, we're learning together, if that makes sense to you. So let me get this in both corners. All right, so you see we've got that there, and now I think we can straighten this out here and put it down along here, I think. So we have to go slower and carefully. I'm not always good at this. I do have visual challenges, so there's that. But it doesn't stop me from working and trying and going along here, and I like it. I love this kit. This is one of those, I buy a lot of kits on sale from Simply Gilded, and this was one of those. And here I'm just going to kind of cut it a little bit gently so you could see there. I could have brought it up further here. There's a little gap. I'm not going to kill myself about that, though. I'm going to do this right there. I think that actually looks better down there than it does up there. Oh, should I redo it? No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to kill myself. Is there a bit or bob I can use? That's a good question. From my little scraps here, and I wonder if I could do that. Yes, I might do that. I got it slightly. I'm going to have to leave it because I'll drive myself crazy. Now, it's important to look over here and see, like, for example, this down here is overhanging. So you want to clip that off. Otherwise, it's just going to stick to everything. So there's a lot of projects, a lot of crafters and planners I follow on Instagram and other sites where they, you know, life documented, my week, all these different little memory projects. Here's what I'm going to say. I think they're all great. And I have intermittently 3 good things. That's another one. 3 good things of my week. That's one thing people have done. For me, I like doing it my way. And for me to keep up with that every week, to post it, I'm not so there. So what I try to do is just to create spaces for journaling, spaces for gratitude, etc. And I'll be honest with you. Sometimes I get behind, sometimes I fall short, and I'm okay with that. I don't feel that I have to keep anyone's schedule except my own. Now, you see how I'm doing this? Happy Planner makes these notebooks too, and in May or June or whatever, when I get done with this book, I'll probably buy a Happy Planner booklet, mostly because of the thing here. But again, if I were to find one of these on sale like I did, guess what? I'd buy it again. So what I do is I just fold back the paper and then I cut it. And so what we're doing is creating here this little, like I said, it reminds me in some ways of a patchwork quilt. I want to use this one. So we're going to come in first here, These are little, I love the owls. I love this theme. This kit was on sale, so I grabbed it. And truthfully, this is one of those rare kits where I wish I had picked up 2 of them. True confession. Usually I like pinks, I like purples, but I just think this was something different for me, and it turned out to be one of my favorites. So please, if you buy any type of sticker, like Simply Gilded or Chrissy Ann Designs, whoever you're purchasing from, make sure to check out the sale section first, because you never know. I got the whale kit I'm using in my Aura Estelle this month. I find really good things there. Okay, hold on. So this is all it is to create these diagonal waterfall tabs, and I make it sound easy. Believe me, especially for me with my different visual issues, it's not always easy, but I've gotten used to doing it. The thing you need to remember is to take time, and we're doing this together, you and me, and I'm learning as I go. So if I can teach you and make it easier for you, I don't know what made me think about doing this type of waterfall tab, the diagonal. I don't know. I was looking at quilts. I don't remember. Oops. Okay, now I have to re-center this. I have to clip a little more off. I'll do that. There we go. Okay, so far so good. It's really cute. Now we're going to repeat the process 2 more times, and then what happens, needless to say, is each time this page gets a little smaller and a little smaller. So we fold it. I want to double check here. So I do the straight fold first, and it's a little bit, I'm going to cut it a little short of that, because I think, or a little longer I should say. I think I folded it a little too much, so I'm going to come up here. At worst, I'll have to trim more off, you know. Hopefully not, but I'm trying here. What's nice on this is they do have, it's dot grid. I believe the Happy Planners is also dot grid, so that helps me. Yeah, that's better. That's good. Then we're going to do the corners here, and so I've got to fold back again, and it's just constantly repeating this. The diagonal tabs, like I said, it's a quilt, and it's different. It's something different I came up with just to, I don't know, have more fun. Now let me share something else with you, and sometimes, let me find the other diagonal. Okay, so here's how I did it, just to show you. It was thick, thin washi, thick, thin. See that? And that, I think, produced a really good look to it. This is all the same washi. This was, I had 2, then I had the thin. This one I don't think came out quite as good as the original, but that's okay. You know, learn and live and learn, right? So now what I'm going to do again is use the thick, so that it's thick, thin, thick, thin. Make sense to you? I hope. I hope it does. So let's get these on here. And by now that little marker thing in the corner is already cut off, so I don't have to worry about it, which is kind of nice. Okay, so we have 1 more to do. We're doing it. Yeah, it's not perfect. I have another space there, so apparently I'm missing some spaces. So I'm going to have to fix that a little bit. I shouldn't rush myself, and sometimes when I'm filming, to be honest with you, I do. So we're going to do this, and I'm just going to cut it slightly here. Whoops. No. Will you stick or won't you stick? We shall see. Actually, it worked. Huh. Doesn't look perfect, but it's pretty good. You'd have to know. Well, you'll know it's there. I'll know it's there, but me and my best friends on the internet, right? Okay, so we're getting there. And we have 1 more to do here. So this one we're going to come in, and we will use the other thin washi for this one. It's really pretty. I love the washi. I love the owls. So let me cut this. And what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to do this first, which is probably, I may have done that last time when I created this. It's been so long, I don't remember. Let's do the ends, the middle here first. Oh, I got to redo this here. No, got to get it towards the end. Again, visual challenges, so bear with me, friends. Alrighty, there we go. And now I'm going to try it this way so I don't do that mistake again. I should have done it that way from the get-go. When you don't do something very often, you know. It's great though. I love how it's turning out. It's really pretty. It's really pretty. And now we're going to do these corners here, and that works. Right? Right. Okay, so here we have it. It's not perfect, but it's pretty, and I like how it turned out. I think I did a pretty good job. Doesn't have to be perfect. So now let me show you some of the stickers I wanted to use in here, including these, but we'll come back to those. This is this color storybook, and here we go. In the front, there's all this, and I thought these would go nicely with this washi. Doesn't it? Let me move my tea here. Doesn't it look like it should be there? I mean, it just kind of does. So what I'll do is, let me show you real quick. I'll use stickers. This I use some cards, different things. Sometimes I just vary it a lot. So what I want to do over here is grab these. Whoops. Sometimes these new sticker books and these new planners seem to rip a little more than the old ones. I don't think it's me. At least I hope not. So we put one down. And let's put another. Let's move slowly. Another down here. Right down here. I try to use the dot grid to line it up properly. Over here, let's look here real quick. First off, is there anything from here I can use? And I think I can. So I'd like to use the owl first and foremost. So why don't I put right in the middle, I want to put the owl. I think it's lovely. I wouldn't, now sometimes, as you see, I put in lines. I could do that here. I even could create boxes. So then I can use some of these. And that's what I'm tempted to do. So let me look here. I've got different Tombos. I'm looking at all the greens that I've got. I don't have a lot. I do have the brown, but let's see. I don't know. Do I want to use the brown in here? No, I don't know. Well, it would go with the pine cones, wouldn't it? Well, you know what? We're going to start with this one. So how I'm going to do this, because again, visual challenges. I don't always write straight. I'm tempted to make, let me wait a minute here. Let me think a minute. I know. Let's get in here. Let's make it easier for me and subsequently perhaps for you, so you don't have to watch me dying here. These are so pretty, and these are perfect. There we go. Why make it too complex? So I'm going to put one down here, right? And I'm going to put one above, but I have some ideas here. Okay, put one up here. And ironically, the green tab over here doesn't even, oops, not quite straight. So let me straighten this out a little bit. Okay, so I do think, again, don't make it too complex. So I'm going to put this right in the middle here, just like that. And I'll put one up here as well, just to use up some of those stickers, right? Let's see, we put it under the second one. So let's make sure we do the same thing up here. Oh, this is going to be even easier using these, right? So here we go into the next, and I'd like to put, let's see if there's any lettering, any things in here. Let's go up to, these are pretty too. I might use some of those. These are really nice. What have we got? Surround yourself with beauty. I like that. So I think, let's look over here. The best time for beginnings is now. Seize the day. You can and you will. I'm going to go with the seize the day, actually, because this is all about our memories and our life together. And again, the mundane, mundane doesn't mean bad. You know, making dinner, binge watching, watching a movie, the things that someday you're going to miss. At least that's how I look at it. And I wouldn't mind putting a few of these in here as well. Right. And in fact, why don't we do this? Why don't I put these over here? Okay. And I'll put this one. I like this one a lot. Okay, so there we go. It's really cute. It's coming together already. I'm going to put something here. Maybe one of these. Why not? Right. Okay. Oh, it's a real circle. I don't know that I want to put that there. Although, you know what I could do? I could cut it. You know, why not, right? I'm going to cut it right there. Okay. Just put it right in between. That works. Yeah, that works. I like it. Okay, and again, the goal is journaling. Now I'm going to look in Mojo again. So remember, now what have I got over here? I've got those still. I've got this chickadee, which I adore. Oh, are these? And I have some trees here. I also have these two. I'm not going to use these days. I do have this box, although I don't know that I'll use that. Let's go back in here. She's got all these beautiful colors. I personally, I think she's smart the way she did this. Now, I don't know if this one will work. Aha. I was going to say, I think that's too big. I think she's smart in her creations. She found a niche in a gap in the market, if you will. Look at that. Isn't that perfect? Ha. Good. Okay. It's small. So what I also may do here is we'll come back. I'm going to add some lines here for extra journaling. What do you think? So far, so good, friends. It's not perfect, but it's pretty and it works. Now I want to get into this a little bit. This is actually a kind of about babies, but I thought for memory keeping it would work. No babies in the family, but that's okay. I don't know that I'm ready for them in terms of my son, so we're good. When it happens, it happens. What does this say? Yeah, baby fills a place in your heart. Well, we're not going to go there yet, but we have time. Something like this. Okay, these are really cute. I think these are pretty. And then I could cover this. So do I want to use those? Maybe. But here's what we're going to do. We're going to put this one up here. This one, it says first word. Obviously, we're not going to do that. Down here. And this other beigey one. I don't want to put the purple in. Put you down here. And I think there's other things in here we can cover. Let's see here. There's plenty in here. Here we go. Love this day. So much happy. So many laughs. And again, some of these I won't be using, but let's see. I'm just trying to find something to cover the first word. I will find something. I know I will. Here we go. Love this memory. Okay. And we're just going to put it right on top. Well, let's center it better, shall we? But yeah, this works. This certainly does work better. And I almost feel like I want to put up here, this says documented. So I think this one can go right up here. Cover that. A little bit more. Yeah, there we go. And down here, this is the good life. I like that. Alrighty. Yeah. See? This I want to fix. I don't think it's quite laid right. Okay. Yep. There we go. That's better, I think. Okay. So those three are down, and I really like them. Now, I want to use some of the Simply Gilded stuff in here because I don't want it to... So I think we're going to take these two, which I really... I love these stickers. Whispering Pines. Again, the name of the collection is Whispering Pines. So I'm going to put this one over here. So pretty. This one over here. Again, Let's line it up as best as we can. Good. And then I think we can draw some lines in here and make that, and even maybe add some florals, which where were they? They were in the other book. Here it is. Sorry, I know what I'm doing. It's just a little messy today, but that's okay. Like these small florals right here. There's also this type of stuff, which is good. These letters and words. There we go. That looks great. So I have to come back into this one and figure out. And finally, the last page. I do want to I almost want to use this in here. I can stick this in here with washi, but what am I going to put underneath it? And that's the question, really. So we want to make it look good. The other thing is I'd like to use these two stickers too. Now let me go back. So I have my owl there. I like how I did that. I actually do. This one looks a little crooked. No, I'm going to leave it. I'm not going to be a perfectionist. Okay. This looks good. This needs some lines. This is good. This needs some lines. Now okay. So we're getting here. We're getting there. I think what we'll do is we'll start off with this chickadee, which I love birds. So I think we'll put our friend right up here. So sweet. And I think the last sticker from here, oh, sorry to see it go, we can put right down here. So I have to come up with things for in between, and we have something on that side. And if I want to use this, I can, kind of right there. Maybe, I'm not so sure. I may just keep it for something else. I'm tempted to look on their site and see what else they have in terms of like, do they have the collection still? I would use it again next year, truthfully. So this is really pretty, right? This is really nice. So I want to actually use it over here. And the integration of these two, the Simply Gilded and the Happy Planner stuff, I think is working really well for me in here. I'll put you down here. Yeah, just for the little, it's a little visual, you know, it's different. So now I've got two big ones, two small ones. One long one, we'll put lines here. We'll put lines here. We have small ones there. So now over here, I think we are going to go back into Mojo. Although, before I do that, hold on. Let's look at this again, because I really do. This little booklet is, use it a lot in these things, and I mean, I still have a lot of stickers left over. Clearly, I've used some of these larger ones, probably most of them, actually. I'm not doing the butterflies today. I used this whole sheet. Not doing the rainbows. Not doing the hearts. Love this memory. I like that. Maybe, although it's the gold foil, and I don't have, these are silver foils. Let's see here. Best day ever. I like that. That's a little round sticker. Remember this. I've used these happy memories. You can see how those would fit perfectly in here. Some of these stickers are less than easy to use, but you know, I'm tempted. Let's look at this again, because I've got a lot of space in here for writing things down. I also try to make it, as I said, visually interesting. I don't want the butterflies, although I could cover them up, couldn't I? I could cover, well, why would I want to though? Okay, so I did do a little bit off camera just because I don't want this to be a forever and it takes forever video. So I think we're done with the Simply Gilded stuff, so I can move that. I don't think I'm going to use the journaling card, so that can go. I'm done. Again, this is Mojo Jojo Plans Pastel. She had an error. Journaling boxes. She's human. She actually sent a sticker. You can fix it. I'm leaving it. It's fine. It's not going to bother me. We're all human. And I wouldn't mind adding a few more accoutrements before we go ahead and move along here. So I think I'm going to put this here. And what else have we got in here? These are really pretty, I have to say. I'm so glad. You know, I'm just so glad that I have this time. I have this space. I can remind myself of all these good moments. And even if they're mundane, be glad, your mundane is somebody else's goal. And that's something to really think about in the grand scheme of things. Now I need to grab a ruler. Okay, so let's look through these once more. So this one I think is all set. It's good. It looks fine. I'm good. I might add more florals or love this memory to it, but right now I'm going to leave it. We'll see. This definitely needs lines here. So I just grab this little ruler I have here, and I think I'm going to use this. It's a Tombow 158. So what I tend to do is go 3 down. So it's 1, 2, 3. That seems to be, on the dot grid, seems to be just enough. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then down here, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'll bring it up here for you to see. Why is it? I live out in the country, and why is it every time I film, my roadway becomes a drag strip? I don't understand. I live amongst farms, but okay. I don't know. Because it's the beginning of the week. I don't know. Okay, so I've got those. I could do more here, and I could, and I might. I'm going to come back to that spot, though. My glasses are falling. And I definitely could do some here. You know what? I think I will actually do a few here. Yeah. Good. Perfect. Perfect. That I like. Even if it's a little off kilter, I'm good with it. Let's make this, put this to here. That's fine. I feel like I need something else here, and I'm not sure yet. We'll come back. And this could go over a little more. Okay. Yeah, you know what? Let's just do lines here. Why not? Why the heck not? So we're going to come up from the bottom here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's see if I can get this. Alrighty, friends, we did it. I added a few things in, so let's go through it. I added some toppers there. I think that looks great. I've got that page 1 and 2. Page 3 and 4, I added a remember this little sticker there. 5 and 6, I think these came out well. I'm happy with it. I love that I got to finish most of the Simply Gilded kit. Love this memory. Best day ever. And there you have it. So this is going to be, I'm going to sit down and go through my calendar for January and see what little everyday moments and things that I can just remember and put in here. I hope I inspired you, friends. I hope you like the diagonal waterfall tabs and memory keeping. And remember, you matter. Little things matter. And big things are great, but sometimes the smallest victories are the sweetest, as are the smallest moments. Thank you so much for your time and your, presence here today, friends. I really appreciate you. Let's continue to journal and be creative and have fun and enjoy the process. Thanks again for being here, planner friends. Bye now.